Hey kids, Ninja CP here. For those of you who don't know me, I'm probably one of the longest standing members on the forums. I've been playing the Naruto D20 system for about 10 years now, played in a lot of games, had a lot of fun, and even helped out Frankto with editing and proofreading some of the content that you all love and enjoy so much. So I'm here tonight to show you how to use the character planner that I have put up in the same post on the forums. So basically the reason why I made this initially was to compare different builds for my character so that I could decide exactly what classes I wanted to take levels in and when. Just trying to optimize my character. And then later on this expanded to planning out how much time it would take my character to learn certain techniques and stuff, and we will get into how to use this part of the sheet in the next video. So you can see that I have some of the classes here broken up into basic classes, advanced classes, prestige classes, and bloodline classes. Now, the difference for anybody who doesn't know between the advanced class and the prestige class is advanced classes have 10 levels, prestige classes all have less than 10. Usually the entry requirements for prestige classes are a little bit more restrictive, but their class abilities tend to be a little bit stronger than the advanced classes. So I'm going to show you how to use this planner to build a character. We're going to go with one of my favorite party roles to fill. We're going to go with the Ninjutsu Blaster, Elementalist to be specific. Now I know that you're probably thinking, well, wait a second, NCP, what are all these classes that I don't recognize, like Smart Paragon and Exalted One and Sage and whatnot like that? Well, don't worry about that. What I have done is I have actually gone through every single supplement that Frankto has published and included them in here. So if you see a class in here you don't recognize, it's because it's in a supplement that you don't have. Shameless plug, go out and buy them. I have seen everything that's in all of them, and it's pretty sweet. You know, give Frankto a couple dollars. Buy him a beer or something. I don't know. So yeah, so we are going to be building an Elementalist just to demo. I'm going to be sticking to content from from just the main file so that you guys will be able to follow along and look at the rules and stuff if I end up doing another video about this. So I know what you're thinking is, well, wait a minute, why are there just a bunch of 1s and 2s and the occasional 3 all over the place? That's because what I've done here is, instead of simply copy-pasting the progression for everything directly from the tables in the files, I've only indicated where BAB, saves, defense, etc. increase and by how much they actually increase. That way, if you want to, say, take 3 levels of Smart Hero, go into Ninja Scout, and then take a couple levels in Smart Hero again, then it's very easy for you to copy-paste without having to go back and change a whole lot of numbers. So, we're going to copy-paste the first 3 levels of Smart Hero here. Paste that. We're going to go into Prestige classes, and we're going to go for Shinobi Adept next. We're going to copy and paste that. Now that we're level 6, we can get into Elementalist, which is a prestige class, and copy and paste that. And then we are going to go for the Devastator class. This is one that I actually helped playtest, and I gotta say, it is pretty sweet. Okay, what the hell? So side note here, while I'm trying to figure out why the hell my computer isn't obeying my every command, there we go, is I'm assuming that everybody who's watching this video and who is downloading the file has a basic working knowledge of Microsoft Excel. If you don't, then, well, you probably won't find this very useful. For anybody who doesn't know, I'm a physicist by education, and by nature everything that I do is probably more complicated than it really needs to be. Okay, so we're going to go through. Obviously, you're going to get an ability increase every 4 levels, and let's see, if you're a human, then you're going to get a feat there, plus 1 feat for being first level. You're going to get an occupation feat at level 1, and then you're going to get another feat every 3 levels thereafter. Okay, so now that we've got our build in place, we're going to look at the primary reason why I made this in the first place, and we're going to compare what the base stats are for this particular build versus another one. So, you know, because of my infinite wisdom in setting things up the way that I did, you can just use the sum function to figure out what exactly your total in a particular stat is going to be at a given level. So we can see that with the build that I have here, Smart Hero 3, Shinobi Adept 3, Elementalist 7, Devastator 5, that's going to net me a base attack bonus of plus 10, plus 6 Fortitude, plus 10 Reflex, plus 12 Will, 10 Defense, 7 Reputation, 27 bonus Chakra, and 60 bonus Reserves by the time that I hit level 18. Well, now, wait a minute. Let's say that maybe I'm wavering on whether or not I want Shinobi Adept. Maybe I want to pick up Ninja Scout, either because, you know, it's got a bonus feat that I want that I can't get through Shinobi Adept that's critical for my build, or maybe I just really need the track feat because my party doesn't have anybody who can really fill that role. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and copy this sheet. We're going to delete the Shinobi Adept levels. We're going to go into Advanced Classes, find the Ninja Scout, and we're going to copy paste the stats for the first 3 levels right in here. And we can see, so now I've got plus 11 BAB, plus 5 Fortitude, 11 Reflex, 12 Will, 10 Defense, 6 Rep, 25 Chakra from class, and 54 bonus XP, or reserves. So now what I'm going to do here is to compare, for a more direct comparison, I'm just going to copy some of the numbers from the previous sheet into this one, and then to make it perfectly crystal clear, we're just going to create a new column here that shows the difference between this build, the stats for this build, and the stats for the other build that I was talking about. So we can see that if I choose to go with Ninja Scout instead of Shinobi Adept, in addition to, you know, the little idiosyncrasy of the classes, like difference in bonus feats, difference in class abilities, difference in skill lists and skill points, that in terms of how it impacts the core stats of my character, going for Ninja Scout will give me a BAB that's 1 higher. My Fortitude save will suffer a little bit. Slightly better Reflex save, same Will save, same defense, a little bit worse Reputation, and then I miss out on a little bit of bonus Chakra and reserves here. But the point is that now I have a very clear idea of the difference between these 2 builds, and allows me to better decide between them when I'm actually creating my character. Because if you guys are anything like me, you want to try and envision where your character is going to be mechanically, story-wise, things, you know, in terms of character development and things like that at the end of the campaign before you even start the very first session. Because I find that, you know, once you have a very clear picture of where your character is starting from and where you want them to end up, then it makes the decisions that you need to make with respect to things like when to take a level in whatever class you want, where you can squeeze in a feat that you want, what you should be, where you should be allocating your skill points, etc., in order to meet the prerequisites for the bonus and for the advanced and prestige classes that you want. It makes those decisions a lot easier to make going forward. Now, the other thing that we can do here, and this is what I tend to do once I finalize my build, is you can very easily go through and fill this out like so. There should be an 8, 10, 11, 11. So that you have a snapshot of exactly what your character's core stats are going to be at any point in your progression throughout the campaign. So that now, when you actually need to change your character sheet, when your GM says, "Oh, hey, everybody has enough XP to level up," well, at that point you get down to it and you need to change your character sheet. Having an at-a-glance view of what your character's progression is like this makes updating your character sheet very, very easy. I could go through and fill out the rest of this, but it's you get the idea here. The purpose has been served. So anyway, that's a quick tutorial on how to use this to build and compare different builds for your character. You can obviously do as many different ones as you want. I've even used this to compare competing character concepts, such as, do I want to be the frontline taijutsu brawler in my group? Do I want to be the ninjutsu blaster? Or maybe I want to go for more of a support role. This thing supports all of it. Because as I mentioned before, I have painstakingly gone through not only the main file, but all of the supplements that Frankdo has actually released. You should ignore these, they're not ready yet. And entered all of them in here. The only thing that I don't have is things like hit dice, class skill list, bonus feat lists, because that would just be incredibly tedious. And I trust that you're all very smart children and special, just like your parents always told you you were, and that you can read the main file and take care of these things for yourself. So that about wraps it up for this video. In the next one, I am going to show you how to use the technique sheet to help you calculate what exactly the let's say, oh, well, you have this cool technique you want to learn. How long is that going to take you? With your learn bonus with the learn bonus that your character has at a given level in your progression, how long is it actually going to take you to learn? What's your odds of actually meeting or beating the learn DC, either by enough time to learn it or to actually reduce the learn time? Is it going to be a better decision to roll your learn check or just to take 10 and maybe roll an action point? That is the type of question that this add-on to the sheet was constructed to address. So I'm going to show you how to use that in the next video.